Remember that little gun registry of 1 billion gun records? Yeah, so do I. And so does Ted Cruz. So let's go ahead and talk about it. What is up, my brothers and sisters and Wolverines of all ages? It is me, John Crump, investigative journalist and also all around really cool guy. And today I am joined by my ghost gun. I don't call it a ghost gun because it's not haunted, but some people do. This is my AR-15 that I produced out of 80% lower on my Ghost Gunner 3 by Ghost Gunner. Go to ghostgunner.net and you can pick one up. They're really cool. Okay, I'm going to put this down and then I'm going to ask you for a favor. If you could, like, comment, and subscribe. It really, really helps with the algorithm and it helps to get my message out there to more people. Let's go ahead and talk about the story today. This story deals with the Congressional Review Act Joint Resolution of Disapproval. It was introduced by a man with no need for an introduction, the man from Texas himself, Ted Cruz, who is a senator. Him and 21 other senators introduced this bill to deal with a couple different things. The first thing it deals with is the Biden administration's redefinition of a firearm to include a lot of what you and I build, polymer 80 kits and everything else. So this bill is going to try to take away Biden's power to go ahead and change the definition of firearms. This also will prevent an expansion of the illegal firearm registry that the ATF is currently holding. If you don't recall, the ATF has about 1 billion records on their out of business center in Martinsburg, West Virginia. Those are all digitized and scanned in with OCRs. The ATF claims that they're not a registry, that they are just a searchable database to help them track down criminals, which is a bunch of malarkey. But I'm sure you guys realize this too. The bill has been introduced, and a lot of people in the industry have a lot of hope that it will get passed. I am not so sure. One thing, if it does get passed by some miracle, which I don't think it even will, it will not be signed by the president because he will be vetoing a bill that will effectively let him pass his own gun laws through the ATF. And I don't see him letting that get through. So I'm pretty sure he will be vetoing that bill if it does get to his desk. But it is important that these bills get introduced. One of the things that this bill shows is that Congress is aware of the problem, and you might not be aware of how Congress works, but bills get introduced many, many times before they actually pass. It seems like each iteration and each time it gets reintroduced, it gets more and more support. If you look at Dianne Feinstein's assault weapons ban, it's the same thing. She introduces it every year, even though that she knows it will not get passed. One of the things it does, it puts a light on what is going on, and over time you can build support by doing that over and over again. With the House and Senate most likely going to change hands to Republicans in the near future, this is something that can definitely pass. And then if it does pass and Biden doesn't get reelected, I'm not even sure he's going to run because, come on, let's be honest. He got lost in the Rose Garden and had to have the Easter Bunny show him back to his office. So I cannot see how he is going to run again. So President Kamala, which I don't even think she'll run. I don't know who would run on the Democrat side. Maybe Hillary Clinton will be willed out of her tomb to be put back on the stage to run again, but I don't see Biden. Maybe he will. If he does, I don't know who's running the country because I don't know who's running the country now. But this bill's probably going to fail, but it's still important to have it out there. We do have to applaud the senators that are taking a stand for gun owners. Not all of them are extremely pro-gun, such as Marco Rubio, But when there is credit due, we need to give credit. The senators that did sign on the bill in no particular order are James Langford, Mike Braun, Mike Lee, who is very, very pro-gun out of Utah, Steve Daines from Montana, who I've talked to and is also very pro-gun, Bill Haggerty, Kevin Kramer, John Thune, Marco Rubio, who's not exactly pro-gun, but whatever. He signed on, so who cares? Cynthia Lumens, John Bozeman, Roger Marshall, Tom Cotton, John Barrasso, Mike Crapo, who I always laugh every time I say his name, James Reish, James Inhofe, John Hoven, Josh Hockley, Tom Tillis, Mike Rounds, and Rand Paul, who is my favorite out of all of them. I'm kind of a libertarian leading dude, so therefore Rand Paul is kind of my guy. All right, we have to thank those guys for signing on to it. Hopefully more people will sign on to it, and I do hope it gets to Biden's desk, even though he will veto it. But we'll see what happens from there. So this is going through the Senate. It's been introduced, and we will have to see where it goes. We'll keep an eye on it, and I will let you know exactly what happens. But we have to fight back against these illegal gun registries and illegal rule changes to try to ban something that is totally legal today to turn law-abiding American citizens into criminals. GOA will sue. SAF will probably sue. FBC will sue. NRA, I don't have no idea what they're going to do. Who knows? But yeah, that's it. We're going to have to sit around and wait to see if the New York Pistol Rifle Association decision in the Supreme Court comes back today. I don't know if it will, or they'll hold it till June or maybe next week. But we might know something today. All right, with that said, stay ever vigilant, stay ever free, keeping the fight. I am out of here. Wolverine's motherfucker.